And we are rolling. This is Mark G. Bayani.
I'm Logan Wilkin.
And we're doing a commentary on our movie, Telltale Heart, that we collaborated to direct.
That's right.
A year ago.
That's right.
So this first paragraph in the movie, well, this is like one of the few words in the movie, the text. This is the first paragraph in Edgar Allan Poe's story, Telltale Heart.
Yeah.
And this movie is called Edgar Allan Poe's Telltale Heart.
Right, and we didn't really know a good way to really start it, so Mark's genius idea, this is a good way to start it.
It's kind of like a premise of the
movie. Right. Let's talk about how it was conceived. Originally, not to wax my own car.
Yeah.
In 8th grade, I saw a stage version of Telltale Heart where this one guy did a monologue, and it was amazing. It inspired me for probably the rest of my life. And I always had this little script in mind, and it was really it was really bad, but it was 8th grade type stuff. And then one day, Mark and I were talking on the phone, three-waying actually, with Brianna, and we just said, hey, let's do it. And right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like that.
It was basically, okay, the background of the story in my case is the project. In my case is I did one professional movie before this. Something.
No, that's right.
Yeah, and then after that, I was just doing some like comedy stuff.
Yeah, little practice.
Yeah, and then when I would write scripts, it would always not get done. And when Logan writes scripts, it would always get, it gets done. Because I guess I'm just a procrastinator like that. But
they were always really bad.
Exactly. No, not really.
No, I know. So with his good writing and my
his responsible kind of side,
in my side to finish it, that was our collaboration right there.
So we combined.
And right here, we should just give credit where credit is due. Your brother, Jeremiah Bayani,
director of photography, and did a lot of contributions.
It wouldn't have been as good, because I really think it was good.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been as good as it is had not been his support.
Exactly.
There was kind of a little controversy within the families. I always like my name second. I just kind of like and Logan like on the finale, and
we did it right.
Yeah, so there we go. When you talk about the time lapse and how long people complained about that.
What do you mean?
The length, how
first,
pauses.
Yeah. This is the first shot right here.
That's it. That's the first thing we ever shot.
Yep. First thing we ever shot, and a lot of scenes in this movie. I showed it in summer. Yeah, it's a year ago. Mm-hmm. I showed it in summer school last year. The fat me. I showed it in summer school
lost
last
weight
year.
Since then.
And I made the people just write their reactions to it, And they said that the last part of this movie is long, so we're just warning you guys. That it's kind of long, but it was my brother's way, as an editor, and he called
AKA Romano Gustav.
Romano Gustav, there you go. It was my brother's way to sync the scene with the music that was composed by Clint Mansell. And we got it from Requiem for a Dream.
Wow, big inspiration.
Oh, big, huge.
And thank you to you, because if it weren't for you, I would have never seen the movie.
Okay. Thank you to your eye.
Yeah. This is our homage to German expressionism. I knew nothing about German expressionism. Mark said, hey, why don't we make this a German expressionism type film? And I was like, okay, we could do it like Casino with the jump cuts and all this stuff. And you're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I am new to this, but now I'm glad I know. There's no dolly, no zoom in, zoom outs or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like Steadicam, right?
Exactly. Yeah. We were kind of inspired by F.W. Murnau's Nosferatu, and how the cameras were just pounds and pounds of heavy. That's why they couldn't move it actually.
Right. Also, the overacting, and everything. That's
overacting, all of that, all of those.
I gotta say, that's my shot.
That's your shot, right?
That's my shot. That's the Nicole Kidman hand, right?
There you go. And I'm drinking at the same time.
All right, there you go.
Cheers.
Cheers. We were drinking 7-Up, people.
So this is overacting right here.
Yeah.
It's just a major formula in German expressionism, because back then it was like stage play, where a lot of people at the back of the audience, the backmost, they should still see the the motions of our body. That's why it's all overacting. The arms just stretches out, the face just
Gotta fill
looks
the
down.
screen.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's it called? This I think our version is, I would say, 98% accurate.
Yeah.
And but that's to say it's the most accurate I've ever seen an adaptation of it on film anyway, or video. Because, for example, this scene is not really in the scene, but we wanted to show that my character is kind of controlling Mark, and it emphasizes on the eye a lot, thanks to Jeremiah with the editing.
Yeah.
And also, there's a part where I come out kind of on the shadow, where it's the brilliant shot of the shadow of my hand and everything. The old man was actually bedridden, and so that's kind of inaccurate. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty accurate, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, fuck. Hold on. just answer the phone. That's it.
All right.
You keep talking. Hold on. Okay, answer the phone. And this is basically, I would say it's not inaccurate, but slicing a tomato is just like, kind of like a symbolism of the everyday life of this character, my character. And it showed how his eyes, haunted him, even if he was just coping up with his everyday life. And now he's slicing a tomato, and I think that this is a kind of suspense scene because of the sharpness of the knife that he was using, and how it can just affect him in a split second. Just that's the suspense.
Sorry, I had to leave for a minute. What were you saying?
So I was saying how this is kind of like a symbolism. The slicing of the tomato is kind of like a symbolism of his everyday life and how it's affected by the eyes.
Yeah.
That I saw.
Good point.
Your eyes. And actually, the close-up of the eye, your right eye or left.
It was my left eye.
My left. It's kind of like pulled down, right?
Yeah, we cut out my, because I can't do an eye like that, so I pulled down with my fingers, and you just cut out my fingers. And yeah, my mom was actually giving me a lot of she was being she was being a mom, let's say. She goes, "Oh my God, it's scary," but
Oh,
I love that shot.
I was trying to suggest that it was a ketchup. We use ketchup, but then my brother said, "Hey, soy sauce looks more real." So
in Psycho they used chocolate syrup for the blood because it was a black and white.
Yeah, that's it. That's just Max.
It's
Shrek.
Yeah, it's good.
Was it Max Shrek? Is that his name?
Yeah, that's his name. That's the one who played the vampire in Nosferatu.
Yeah. So,
but this is another thing that's inaccurate. I mean, I'm bedridden, so I can't really get out.
But basically,
we need to show.
We didn't say that he really stood up. It might be just what's in his mind.
Exactly.
My character's mind.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
But we need to show that, he is kind of. They're both characters are vulnerable in some way, right?
Yeah. And they can get the upper hand in some ways, in some scenes.
I think I remember when you guys showed me this for the first time, and we're amateurs, so we're not like, it's not like we're gonna go back and say, oh, that 2 seconds we're gonna cut out. That takes time and a lot of